Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. In this video, I'll show you how you can set up complete GA4 e-commerce tracking in 2025. Okay, so this would be a complete guideline and I'll show you how you can track different types of e-commerce events like view item, add to cart, view cart, checkout, purchases, and so on. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get started. So we'll be setting up GA4 e-commerce tracking for this website. Okay, perfect. So I have created a tag manager account for this website. You can see over here, and additionally, I have set up an G an analytics property, actually GA4 property for this website. Okay, and I have connected Google Tag Manager with this website. If I try to show you, then I'm gonna click on the preview section and I'm gonna copy the website URL. Okay, and I'll paste it over here. So it is already been pasted, and I'll click on connect. Okay. Then you can see over here tag assistant connected, and if I go to the preview section, it is also showing connected. Okay, perfect. Additionally, I have enabled data layer for this website. So if I try to show you, then if I click one of the products, then if I use this extension called simple data layer, then you can see over here data layer has been installed. Okay, so view item list, and you can see over here e-commerce currency and item array. Okay, everything is working fine, and you can take the help of other extension called data layer checker. Okay, by which you can check whether data layer has been installed on this website or not. It is loading, but whenever it loads, then it will show you different events, perfect. So you can either use data layer checker or this extension called simple data layer viewer. Okay, perfect. And if you don't know how to enable data layer, then this is a WordPress CMS. Okay, you can see over here, you can check it using this extension. Okay, so if you want to enable data layer, then what you can do, you can go to the admin panel. Then I'm going to show you in a moment how you can enable data layer. So what you need to do, you need to go to the plugin section and install a plugin. So I have already installed the plugin called GTM4WP, this one. Okay, perfect. Then I'll go to the settings portion. Then after enabling this plugin GTM4WP, you will get an option called Google Tag Manager in settings portion. Okay, so you just need to go to this section and enter your tag manager ID from here. You can copy it from here. Okay, then you need to go to the integrations and make this container on. Okay, and you need to go to the integration section, then WooCommerce. Then you need to enable this checkbox called track e-commerce. Then if you want to pass the customer information, then you can enable this checkbox customer data in data layer, order data in data layer. Okay, so yeah, that is how you can actually enable data layer uh for your site. Okay, perfect. So we'll go to the website. So first of all, we need to create the necessary variables, then we can create necessary triggers, and plus we can create the necessary tags. Okay, so for setting up GA4 e-commerce tracking, the first tag we need to set up is Google tag. So I'm gonna create a tag called Google tag. Okay, Google tag for GA4. you can name it as per your requirements. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to be choosing the tag configuration as Google Analytics, and we are going to be selecting Google tag from here. Okay, then we need to insert tag ID. Okay, so I'm going to be inserting the tag ID. So for getting the tag ID, I will go to the analytics section. Okay, so if you come to the analytics section and click on admin section, then inside property settings, we have an option called data collection and modification, and inside this option we have an option called data stream. So I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click this data stream. So you can see over here, this is our measurement ID. So measurement ID, you can use it as Google tag ID. So I'm going to copy it from here. Okay, and I can paste it over here, but I'll be creating a constant variable for this because I need to use it uh, in different sections. So it is better to create a constant variable. So I can name it as GA4 measurement ID. Okay, and as the variable configuration, I'm going to be choosing it as constant variable because this variable value will not be changed. Okay, so I'll click on save, and I'm going to use the tag ID GA4 measurement ID over here. Okay, perfect. And as the configuration settings, I want to add a parameter which is called send underscore page underscore view. So whenever you create a GA4 property and connect it with Google Tag Manager, then there is an automatic event called send page view will go to your analytics section. So if you want to keep this, then you can make it true, but I don't want to send any automatic events, because we are going to be sending the manual events. That's why I will make it false. Okay, perfect. And as the triggering section, I'm gonna use it as all pages. Okay, perfect. So I'll click on save. So Google tag has been installed on our website. Okay, then we need to create different types of events. Okay, perfect. So I have come to the official documentation, so you can use this documentation for creating different types of e-commerce events for your Google Analytics 4. Okay, perfect. So the first event I'll be creating is for page view. Okay, so I'll click on new and I'll name this as GA4 event event name, then page view. Okay, you can name it as per your requirements. So I'll be choosing tag configuration as Google Analytics, and I'm going to be selecting Google Analytics GA4 event. And as the measurement ID, I have already created a data layer, not data layer, constant variable for GA4 measurement ID. So I'm going to be using this one, and you can see the green signal Google tag found in this container. And as the event name, I'll give the event name as this page underscore view. Okay, so this is according to GA4 official documentation. Perfect. Then I'll be triggering it as all pages. Okay, so I want to fire this event when someone comes to the all pages of my website. So I'll click on save. So let's see whether this events works or not. So I'm gonna click on the preview section and it will open my website. Just wait a little bit. Yeah, I'll click on continue. So you can see over here GA4 event name page view has fired one time. Okay, and Google tag is also firing. Okay, so let's create the rest events. Okay, so the first event I'll be creating after page view will be for view item. Okay, so you can see over here the required parameters for view item events are currency, value, and items. And you can see all of them are yes. That means they're required, and you can see their data type. So currency should be in string form, value should be in number or integer form. And items will be in array. Okay. So we'll be creating these variables first. Then we'll be creating the necessary uh, triggers, then we'll be creating the necessary tags. Okay, so I can open another documentation, GA4 or e-commerce tracking. So I'm gonna click on the first link, then I'll be choosing tag manager. Then you can see all the events name actually. So you can copy the event name from here. Okay, or you can copy it from the data layer portion as well. So this is the view item event. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the tag manager and let's preview it and do one thing. So let's view one of the items. Okay, for example, this one. Then let's go to the tag assistant and go to this event. And if I go to the data layer, then you can see the GA4 schema for this view item. Okay, so let's match both of this schema, this one and this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go to e-commerce currency. So if I go to there, then you can see over here currency type is a string. So let's see whether it is in string. So it is in string mode. Okay, then if I go to the value sections, then it should be number or integer. Okay, so value is number or integer. Okay, that is fine. Then let's go to the item section. So inside items, we have different parameters like item ID, item name, so let's also match their data type. Okay, so item ID should be in string. So let's go to the data layer and let's see whether it is in string or not. So items and item ID. So you can see over here, item ID is in number form. So we have to convert it in string. Okay. Then item name, let's check item name. Item name is in string and they're required, uh, you know. So if I go to item name, then it is in a string format. This is fine. Then price, let's go to the price. Okay, if I scroll down, then we have price. Price is in number, quantity is in number. So let's go to the schema. Price is in number, item category. Then we don't have any quantity. Okay, so first of all we need to convert this number to to a string. Okay, so I have a code for converting number into a string. So if I go to the translate, then you can see over here, you can say item id item id dot toString. So by using this method called toString, we can convert any number to a string. Okay, perfect. Then item name, we have item name, item brand, and price. So we are using parse flow, you know. So for this schema, actually, for this view item, our price is in number mode. In case if we get it in string mode or any format, that's why we are using this format, or that's why we are using this formula, so that we always get the uh, price in number mode, you know. Similarly, item category and quantity. Okay, so additionally we have entered the quantity which was absent in this data layer schema. Okay, perfect. So we'll be using this code. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the variable section and create all the necessary variables for the view item event. Okay, so let's see the necessary events, or sorry, necessary parameters, which is currency, value, and items. So let's create a data layer variable for currency. So I'm gonna click on new, and I can name it as, I can use this naming sequence, which is e-commerce currency, or you can name it as per your requirements. So I'm gonna use it e-commerce currency, and variable configuration would be data layer variable. You can either use this, or if you want, you can take the variable name from the data layer. Okay, so you can see over here, this is our view item event, and we have e-commerce object, and inside e-commerce we have currency. So I can take e-commerce from here, and then I need to put a dot over here because this is an object. Okay, then I can take the currency parameter from here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the currency, e-commerce dot currency. Perfect. Then as the data layer version, I'll keep it as version 2, and I'll click on save. Okay, perfect. Then we can copy this existing variable. So for copying it, I'll click on this, and I'm gonna click on this three dot and click on copy, and name it as e-commerce value. This one is value, so e-commerce is already there. Now I need to use value instead of currency. Okay, then I'll go to the data layer variable section, and instead of using ecommerce.currency, I'm gonna be using ecommerce.value. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna hit save. So we have created these two data layer variables. Then if I go to there, then the required one is items. Okay, and if I go to the data layer schema, then you can see over here items is inside e-commerce object. So if I take e-commerce.items, then all of the items parameters will be covered, but will not be using this schema. For this, we'll be creating another variables. Okay, perfect. So I'll copy this one, and I'm gonna quickly rename it e-commerce, maybe items, this one. Yeah, e-commerce items. Okay, and I'll be choosing the data layer variable as ecommerce.items. Okay, so I'm gonna copy items from here and paste it over here. Okay, I'll click on save. So then I need to create another variable, because as I already told you, we are gonna be using this this schema. Okay, so for that I'll create another variable. Maybe I can name it as items. Okay, then we're gonna be choosing custom JavaScript variable. Okay, then I'm gonna copy this thing and paste it over here. Okay, so instead of using item array, we are gonna be using uh, e-commerce items that I just created. Okay, so if I name it, so for naming it, what I can do is, if I use double curly braces, then you can see all the uh, variables name will be appearing over here. So e-commerce items. Okay, perfect. So this is the only thing you need to change over here. Okay, then I'll click on save. Perfect. Then I'll go to the trigger section because we are going to be making a trigger called view item. Okay, so I'll name the trigger as view item trigger. You can name it as per your requirements, and I'll be choosing the trigger type as custom event. And if I go to the event section, then we'll get a event name. Okay, if I scroll down, you can see over here the event name is available here. You can copy it from here, and if you want to use it from here, you can do it as well. Okay, so I'll give the event name as view item. Then I'll click on save. Then we'll go to the tag section, and I'm gonna create a tag for view item. So what I can do, I can copy it from here. So for copying it, I need to click on this one, and then I'll click on this three dot and click on copy and name it as GA4 event name view item. Okay, or I can write it like this. Then as the event name, I need to use this called view item. So I'm gonna copy it again and paste it over here. Make sure you are using the same naming sequence from here. Okay, perfect. Then as the event parameter, I'll be using three parameters actually. So if I go to here, then you can see items, value, and currency. Those are the required parameters. So if I go to there, then you can see all. You can also see it from here as well. Currency are required, values are required, items are required. Okay, that's why the ES signal is available. Okay, so I'm gonna copy. I can either copy it from here or I can copy it from here as well. So I'll copy it. Maybe I can copy it from here. Yeah, currency. Then yeah, this one. Then value. Then the last one is items. Okay, perfect. Then we'll be using the data layer variable. Okay, so I'm gonna now click on double curly braces. Then you can see over here e-commerce currency. Then, or if you click on this plus button, then all the variables will be appearing over here. E-commerce value, and then I'm gonna use this on items, custom JavaScript variables. Then as the triggering, I'll be using it as view item trigger. Then I'll click on save. So let's go to the debug view section for seeing the real-time data. So I'll go to the admin section, and if I scroll down, then we should see an option called debug view. Okay, then we'll go to the tag manager and preview it. So I'll click on preview. And I'll provide my website URL and click on connect. Then I'll be choosing this product, for example. Then I'll go to the tag assistant, and you can see over here GA4 view item event has fired. So I'm gonna click on it. Then if I click on it, then you can see over here GA4 record parameters. Okay, so if I choose values instead of names, then you can see over here uh parameter currency, parameter value USD. Okay, then items, so item ID. Let's go to this one, item ID in a string. So if I go to the tag assistant, then you can see over here now item ID is showing in string mode, data type is in string, then item name is in string, price is in number, item category is in item category is in string, and it is showing the quantity as parameters and its value is 1. Okay, so we are getting everything perfectly according to our uh, custom JavaScript GA4 schema, So this is how we can set up GA4 view item event. Okay, so if I go to the analytics and let's see whether we have this event. So we have an event called view item, and if I go to there, then you can see the value. Okay, so the value is 45. So if I go to this product, actually this one, you can see the product value is 45 USD. Okay, then if I go to the item section, just wait a little bit, then you can see the item ID, quantity, item name, item category, and price. Okay, perfect. So our view item event is working properly. Okay, then the next event I'll be creating is for add to cart. Okay, so if I go to the add to cart section from this website, and if I go to the tag assistant, then if I go to the data layer, then you can see the schema, So is it add to cart? Yeah. So the schema is same for add to cart event, e-commerce currency, value, and items. Okay, so we don't need to create it again. So what we can do, we can copy the view item trigger and use it for add to cart event. But additionally, you need to create a trigger for add to cart event. Okay. So what I can do, I can copy this trigger and I can rename it as add to cart trigger. Add to cart trigger, and as the event name, I'll be using add to cart. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it from here and paste it over here. Okay, and I'll click on save. So let's go to the tag section and copy this existing view item tag and modify it for the add to cart event. Okay, so I'll rename it GA4 event name add to cart. Okay, and as the event name, I'll be using this one, add to cart. Okay, and if I go to the add to cart event, then you can see the record parameters are currency, value, and items, and item ID is records, item names are records, then they're optional like affiliation, coupon, discount, index, so they're optional. If you want, you can pause them. If you don't, no worries. Okay, So currency is over here, value is there, items are also here. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to change the trigger name. So I'll name it as add to cart trigger, and I'll click on save, and let's preview it. I'll click on continue. So we can see over here, two events are firing, which is GA4 event page view and Google tag. So a view item is not firing because we didn't viewed any product, and we haven't make any product to our cart, add to cart, So whenever we do that, they will be firing. So let's do that. So for example, I'll be choosing this product, and let's go to the tag assistant. Then you can see view item event will be firing momentarily. Yeah. Then if we add this product to the cart, then our add to cart event should be fired. Yeah, add to cart event has fired. So if I click on it, then you can see over here their parameters and their respective values. Okay, perfect. So you can see over here parameter value is 100 USD. Okay, so if I go to this product, the value is 100 USD, and everything is working fine. If I go to the variable section from the add to cart event, then you can see this is e-commerce currency is in USD, e-commerce items. So this is item array, then e-commerce value 100. Okay, so this is e-commerce items. Okay, so everything is working properly. Let's go to the analytics section and see whether add to cart event has fired or not. So you can see over here add to cart event has fired, and if I click on currency, the currency is in USD. Then if I go to the value section, the value should be 100. Okay, fine, this is properly working, and the items also working fine. Okay, so let's create the next event. The next event would be view cart. Okay, so I'll go to the event section, and if I go to the view cart section, then let's see what are the recommended parameters. Currency, value, items. So same, you know, currency, value, and items. So if we copy the add to cart event, then we can modify it for the view cart event. Okay, so the only one thing we need to create is the event name or trigger. Okay, so if I go to this event, then I can copy the event name from here, event view cart. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go to the tag assistant, and I'll copy this existing trigger, and I'll rename it as view cart trigger, and I'll give the event name as view cart, and I'll click on save. I'll go to the tag section. I'm gonna copy this existing tag, GA4 event name, view cart, and as the event name, I will be giving the event name as view cart. And as I already told you and shown you that the recommended parameters for view cart events are currency, value, and items. So we have already using it for view item and add to cart events, so we don't need to change them. Then from the triggering section, we will be changing it to the view cart trigger. Okay, and I will click on save. So let's preview it. If I preview, let's see how it is working. For example, I'll be choosing this product. I'll add this product to the cart and click on this view cart event. And you can see over here in our cart we have 3 events and the total value is $231. And let's see we have this combined value in the view cart event or not. Okay, so let's go to the view cart event and let's go to the variable section. So e-commerce currency USD, so e-commerce value 231. That means this is working properly. The total value is 231. And if I go to the summary section and if I go to the tags section, then you can see view cart event is firing. Okay, and you can see these three products we have added to the cart and go to the view cart. Okay, perfect. So everything is working fine. Parameter value to 231 and their currency is in USD. So let's create the next event, which is checkout event. Okay, so if I go to the checkout page, then there should be an event called initiate checkout or begin checkout. Just wait a little bit. Yeah, begin checkout. So we can copy the event name from here. Okay, and if I go to the begin checkout event from the GA4 schema or GA4 official documentation and see what are the necessary parameters for them. So currency, value, coupon, and item. So additional parameter is coupon, but it is not uh, required. It is not mandatory required. If you want, you can use it. Okay, so we can use this option. Okay, so we go to the data layer. Is there any event called coupon? It is not available here, but if we go to the purchase event, then there should be an event called coupon, so we can collect it from there. So if I quickly purchase the product, then if I go to the purchase event, then there should be a parameter called coupon. Okay, you can see over here e-commerce coupon, so we can collect it from here. Okay, so if I go to the variable section, then I need to create a data layer variable. Okay, so I will go to the purchase section and I will name it as e-commerce coupon. So I need to go to over here again. So e-commerce, then dot, yeah, coupon. So I'm gonna hit save. and I need to create a trigger for begin checkout event. So I can copy this trigger and modify it for the begin checkout event. Begin checkout trigger, and as the custom event, I'm gonna copy the event name. Okay, so I'll go to the begin checkout and copy it from here. Okay, perfect. I'll go to the text section and I'll copy this tags, and modify it GA4 event name begin checkout, and as the event name I'm gonna be using begin checkout, and we need to add another additional parameter which is coupon. So I can use this e-commerce coupon. Okay, and instead of using add to cart trigger, I'll be using begin checkout trigger, and I'll click on save. So if I go to the previous section, then we can check whether begin checkout event is working or not. Okay, so I'll choose this product. I'm gonna click on add to cart. I'll click on view cart. I'll go to the checkout page. Okay, so let's go to the tag assistant, and you can see over here GA4 event name begin checkout has fired one time, and if I click on it, you can see all the necessary parameters for begin checkout event. Okay, and if I go to the variable section, then you can see e-commerce currency, e-commerce items, e-commerce value. Then there should be an e-commerce coupon. It is undefined because we don't have any coupon over here. That's why whenever we have the coupon, then it will be working fine. Okay, perfect. Let's recheck whether we are using the perfect naming sequence for coupon. So ecommerce.coupon, ecommerce.coupon. Yeah, it is fine. No worries. So whenever we have the coupon, then it will be working, you know. So the last event we are going to be creating is the purchase event. Okay, so let's go to the purchase event and see what are the necessary parameters. So we need currency, value, transaction ID, coupon, shipping, tax. So they're optional, but you can use them. Okay, so yeah, we'll be sending these parameters for the purchase event. So let's go to the variable section and create all the necessary parameters for the purchase event. Okay, so we have created items, then we need to create transaction ID. So I'm gonna copy it from here and I'll name this like this. You can name it as per your requirements, as I already told you, as the data layer variable. We can use it from here because the schema is same for this and my website. Okay, that's why I'm using this one. So what you can do, can match the both schemas for your website and recommended GA4 recommended schema, and if both of them are same, then you can use one of them. Okay, perfect. E-commerce transaction ID. Then we have used value. We need to use tags. So e-commerce tags, I'm copying it from here and pasting it over here, and I'll be choosing data layer variable, and I can use ecommerce.tags from here. Okay, perfect. Then e-commerce shipping, we need to use shipping. So I'll click on new, use a different variable. I'll name it as e-commerce shipping, and I'm going to be choosing data layer variable, and I'll be copying this ecommerce.shipping. Then we have created e-commerce currency, e-commerce coupon. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the trigger section. We'll be creating a trigger for purchase event. So I'm gonna copy this event name and rename it as purchase trigger, and event name should be purchase view item. Instead of view item, I'm gonna be using purchase event. So I'll click on save. Okay, so I'll go to the tag section and I can copy this tag. So I'm gonna copy it and name it as GA4 event name. Then I'm gonna rename it as GA4 event name purchase. Okay, and as the event name, I'll be using this one. Okay, and you can use the purchase event from your data layer. So if you make a purchase, then you'll get an event name. Okay, just wait a little bit. Maybe I can purchase it again. Okay, so let's use the purchase trigger. Then I'll show you how we can take the data layer variable from the test event section as well. Okay, so I'll click on connect. So I'm going to be choosing this product. I'll add this product to the cart. I'm going to click on view cart. I'll go to the checkout page and I'll quickly purchase the product. Let's go to the tag assistant and see whether we have an event called purchase or not. It's loading, just wait a little bit. Yeah, there is an event called purchase. So if I go to the data layer, then there should be event name. Yeah, event purchase. So you can copy it from here. Okay, perfect. Then in the purchase event, if I go to the tag assistant and click on summary, and if I go to the tag section, then you can see over here GA4 event time purchase has fired one time. Okay, so if you want to provide user provided data from your website, you can enable this check mark, and you need to provide user data like email, phone number, then first name, last name, street, city, region, country, postal code. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how we can do it for the purchase event. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the variable section. So what you need to do, you need to create uh the data layer variables for them. Okay, so if I go to there, then you can see over here inside order data we have customer information. So customer billing first name, last name, then address, city, state, postal code, country. So you can take them from here. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how you can do this. So I'll go to the user defined section, and I can name it as customer billing first name. Okay, so I'll go to the variable section, and I'm going to be choosing data layer variable, and I'll go to this section and I'll copy order data. So order data is an object, and inside this object we have customer, and then inside customer object we have billings. So I'm gonna use it order data dot customer dot billing. Then inside billing we have first name. Okay, then I can use order data dot customer dot billing dot first name. Okay, then I can save it. Similarly, for the last name, I can copy this variable name, and I'll be using it customer last name, and instead of using first name, I'll be providing the last name. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna be copying this variable name and use it for address. So address 1. Okay, I can name it as customer billing address 1, or address, whatever. Then I'm gonna copy this address 1. I have already copied it. So instead of first name, I'll be using address 1, and I'll hit save. Then the next one would be for city. Okay, so I'll copy it. Customer, then city. So instead of address, I'll be using billing city, and instead of billing address 1, I'll be using city. Yeah. Then state, I'm gonna copy this one and quickly modify it. Billing state, instead of address 1, I'll be using state. Okay. Then postal code. So I'm gonna quickly copy it and modify it. Instead of using address, I'll be using zip code or postal code. Okay, postcode. Then the next one would be for country, and copy the country, and I'm gonna copy this variable from here. Customer country, and most probably the last one would be for phone number. Okay, so I'll copy the phone, and I'm gonna copy it from here, and I'm gonna paste it over here. Okay, instead of address 1, I'll be using phone, and click on save. Then I'll go to the text section, and I'll go to the purchase event. I'm gonna click on it, and I'll enable this checkbox, and I'll be choosing new variable, and I need to give the variable name customer billing information. Okay, perfect. And the email, I'll be choosing didn't I create any variable for email? I need to create a variable for the email. So yeah, we have email. So I need to create an additional variable for email. Just wait a little bit. Can I do it from here? Yeah, new variable. Customer billing email variable configuration data layer variable, and put email over here. Then I have to collect billing cost dot, then customer dot, then dot order data. Okay, so order data dot order data dot customer dot billing dot email. Okay, perfect. So customer billing email, then customer phone number. Yeah, this one, customer first name, customer last name, then street should be address, city should be city, region should be state, okay. Country should be country, billing country, and postal code should be postal code. Okay, then I'll click on save, and I'm gonna click on save. Okay, so let's preview whether our GA4 purchase event works or not. So I'm gonna click on preview section, and I'll provide the website URL and click on connect. So I'll quickly make a purchase. For example, I'm gonna be choosing this product, and I'll add this product to the cart. I'm gonna click on the view cart event. I'll go to the checkout page, and I'm gonna click on the place order button. Okay. Let's go to the tag assistant and see whether GA4 purchase tag fires or not. So if I click on it, you can see the tag is firing, and you can see the necessary parameters for this event. Okay. Let's see over here, first name, last name, street, city, region, country, postal code. Everything is available here. Okay. And if I go to the variable section, then you can see over here customer billing address, city, customer billing country, customer billing email, customer first name, customer last name, customer phone number, customer postal code, billing state, Okay, then e-commerce item, shipping, we don't have any shipping tax. This is our transaction ID. E-commerce value, this product value is 100 USD, that's why the product value is showing 100. Okay, so everything is working fine. So let's check from the analytics section. So I'll go to the admin section, and if I go to the debug view section, we should see an event called purchase. Yeah, and if I go to the currency is in USD, then value should be 100. And if I go to the item, then you can see the item ID, quantity, item name, item category, price. Okay, that means everything is working fine, everything is working properly. So if you want to pass customer information for the other events like add to cart, begin checkout, page view, view cart, and view item, you can do it. Okay, so let's configure customer events or customer parameters for them. So I'll go to the variable section. Then if I go to view items section, then if I go to data layer, then you can see the customer informations are available here. So the schema for the purchase event and other events are different. That's why you need to configure it twice, So I have shown you how you can configure it using the purchase event. Let's configure them for the other events. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the user defined variable and I will name it as like this, customer first name. Okay, and I'll be choosing data layer variable, and I can use the same thing over here. Okay, customer first name, because I have copied it from here. So I'll click on save. Then I'll click on new and I'll be choosing data layer variable, and I'm gonna copy customer last name and use it over here and here as well. Then customer billing address. Okay, so I can copy it from here. And I can use it customer billing address one, and I'm gonna use data layer variable and I'll be using the same value over here. Okay, perfect. Then customer billing city. Okay, data layer variable, customer billing city, save. Then customer billing state. Data layer variable, customer billing state, customer billing postal code. Save. Customer billing country, customer billing email, and the last one is most probably customer billing phone. Okay, Then I'll be configuring them in the text section. Let's start with the view item. Customer info. First name, email. Customer customer billing or email. Yeah, this one. Then customer phone number. Yeah, this one. Customer first name. Customer last name. Customer street. Street means address. Billing address one. Customer city. Customer state. Customer country. Customer postcode. Okay. So customer info. I can use save and save from here as well. Then for the page view event, there should be, I can use this one, customer info, because I have already created this one. I can click on save. Similarly for view cart, I can rename it. Sorry, I can use it from here as well, include user provided data, and this one customer info. Then begin checkout and add to cart. Customer info, then add to cart event. Okay. Customer info. What I can do, I can name this accordingly. Instead of using customer info, customer info, I can write the event's name like page view, add to cart, view cart, checkout. Okay, because purchase event customer info are different. Add to cart, view cart, checkout. Okay, and there is customer billing information for purchase event. This one is for purchase. Okay, so this is for to make a difference between these two. Okay, so let's go to the tags, and if I go to the purchase, let's see. whether it is correctly set up or not. Customer billing information purchase event. This is for this. And add to cart, customer info page view, add to cart, view cart checkup. Perfect. So let's preview it for the very last time, and if everything is okay, then we are gonna be clicking on the submit button. So I'm gonna click on preview. Okay, so I'll quickly select this product. Let's go to the tag assistant. It is loading. Just wait a little bit. Okay, view item event. So let's go to the variable section. Okay. To cart. So if I go to the view item event, then you can see over here, the customer informations are available here. The customer billing address, city, country, email, phone, postcode, first name, last name, everything is working fine. Okay. Similarly for the add to cart event, yeah, add to cart, everything is working fine. So this is for the view cart event. So let's go to the view cart, and yeah, everything is working properly. Commerce events, and I'll go to the checkout, and I'll quickly purchase this product. Okay. Checkout. We have also all the informations available here in the checkout page. Let's go to the purchase event, and you can see all of the informations are available. Okay, perfect. Let's go to the summary, and let's go to the tag, and let's see all of these tags are firing or not. Yeah, all of the tags are firing. Page view, view item, add to cart, view cart, checkout, and purchase. So let's go to the analytics. You can see the purchase event, checkout event, view cart event, view item event. So everything is working properly. In the add to cart event. Okay. So yeah, everything is working fine. So I can submit the changes. Okay. If you want, you can name the description, name the changes. GA4 e-commerce tracking. Then as the description, you can use this GA4 e-commerce tracking and click on continue. So it is publishing. Just wait a little bit. Yeah, it has published. So this is how you can set up complete e-commerce tracking for your website. Okay, that's it for this video. Hopefully you have a clear understanding on how we can easily set up the complete e-commerce tracking for your website. Hopefully you have liked our video. If you like our video, then you can subscribe our channel, follow our page. You have a good day. Bye bye.